A fleeting respite. Or respite. Surrounded by warm sunlight, I'm assaulted by sleepiness even though it is midday. As I suppress a yawn many times, Touya, walking beside me, smiled.
Sorry, I didn't really let you sleep last night.
But you don't really feel sorry, do you?
I'll try to hold back tonight.
Uh-huh. My face got hot, as the implicit meaning was, we would be making love tonight. Yeah. From the day when we first confirmed my feelings, Touya hugged me and kissed me every night. Even in the daytime, if he had the time. Dang, alright. Busy man. While I'm happy to be wanted, I sometimes want to sigh at the excessive courtship. Is there any pleasing you, girl? Well, it is a happy sigh, but thinking about it, my head must be pretty pink now.
What's with that frown?
Because I really want you to lie down and get some rest, be it for 10 or 20 minutes.
Oh, that again.
It's fun to walk together, but I really want him to take a break if he has that time. When I said that on our last walk, I was told,
I feel more at ease with you.
I'm also vulnerable to Touya because he can cause me to withdraw with just one word. I was skeptical about whether this would really be a break for him.
You're making that difficult face again.
I can't help but to worry about you. I close my mouth as we're about to dance the same dance again. I am really happy to be with Touya. The walk that weaves between busy days concerns me for Touya, as he has no time. Because I understand, I wasn't happy to let go.
Thank you. I'm happy with my gentle queen.
Touya's eyes draw an arc to create a gentle smile. Staring back at me with a warm look, I felt choked up from the embarrassment. Touya slipped his finger on my cheek to gauge my reaction while I was still frozen. The warm palm of Touya goes back and forth to enjoy the feel of soft skin. The feel was enough to remind me of last night's activities, and my cheeks were getting hot flashes. We are... How vulgar of me to be imagining such things in the middle of the day. I didn't want him finding out, so I forcibly changed my mindset. Don't talk about Minister Zamuda. Talk about a mood killer. Incidentally, didn't we pass by Minister Zamuda near here?
Ah, that guy.
The calm side of Touya becomes cloudy and overtly disgusted. I added on in a hurry, panicking at my failure to switch gears. I'm sorry, it's not that I want to talk about him. I was just feeling nostalgic.
Ah, I see. Nostalgia. It does feel like quite some time ago. Sorry for back then.
Huh?
I don't want to talk about him either. But thinking about it now, his words really are annoying.
There's no denying that. Zamuda's words that he thinks only of women only as a tool for giving birth to children, and his look checking me out. No matter which one I look back on, I almost vomit in disgust. However... But there's something I get now. It's not that I'm convinced about Zamuda's opinion, but now that I've connected with you, I can say this clearly. Oh, context. Okay, I'm like... At first I was kind of staring off into space with the I want to give birth to your child comment. But considering that was the whole point of the conversation with Zamuda, she's like, you know what? Now I kind of get it. I do want to give birth to your child. So, probably that? I think Touya would be over the moon to hear that she would actually like to be the mother of his child. I want to go with it, see what happens. Yeah, there we go. A thought which had come and gone in my chest from the time I connected with Touya. From that moment on, something hazy in me has been sitting in me. Touya, I want to give birth to your child. He's like, oh, what? This is, I think, the first time she's talked about having a child with, well, I guess Surin, she talked about it too, because that was so important to Surin. But to just, like, say it unprovoked is pretty neat to see for Naala. And as we found out, she can actually get pregnant, thanks to, oh gosh, what is his name? It starts with a C. Seth. Thanks to Seth. So, maybe her and Touya will have a kid. The mist that I didn't know what it was, now suddenly fell into my chest and naturally became a word. Naturally, it fits in my chest and fits inside me. And I believe we'll have a happy future together. Upon receiving my words, his beautiful tea-colored eyes shook like the surface of water where droplets had fallen.
Naala.
Suddenly, Touya's broken face pulled my arm and hugged me. It's a very tight hug, and I'm very happy.
Thank you.
I rubbed my nose against Touya's approaching nose. Aw, that's cute. When I smiled mischievously, my favorite smile at a close distance melted me even further. I want to support Touya all the time and stay together as a married couple at this distance. As I renewed my determination, a deeply emotional voice echoed on my skin.
A lot's happened since then.
Yeah. A lot sure has happened. First, research on the rot has progressed. I couldn't imagine that my relationship with Touya would change so much. At the time, I didn't expect to be spending such gentle times with you.
Really? I had a feeling. What? You don't believe me?
Well, given our first night, with the partition, our marriage contract, with Noel watching over it, was faked. Don't remind me. It's a little disappointing to think about that being the first night. Thinking about it again, this is exactly how Noel intended for things to go. I feel a little regret over that.
Noel. By the way, Surin was extraordinarily obsessed with you.
Obsessed? I just remember him saying nasty things.
I still need to prove that you're mine as soon as possible.
Prove?
My queen has also requested it of me, so let's get to work at once.
Huh? Huh?
Now, if you like, let's take this to the bedroom.
Okay. I mean, nothing quite says you're taken than being pregnant, so sure, let's go with that. I just know these guys, though, it wouldn't matter if she was about to give birth. They'd all be like, hey, lady, how about you and me went on a date? It wouldn't put them off at all. Touya suddenly lifted my body with the momentum to say that this was a good idea. He's heading to the bedroom with zero hesitation, and mentally, I can't keep up. Poor Nasla is just going to be completely abandoned because the king's like, I've got something very important to do. But it's still afternoon? I tried to resist by fluttering and moving my limbs, but my complaining mouth was sweetly sealed with Touya's lips. His touch was hot, and the back of my body began to get numb in reaction.
I'll give you plenty of love today, too.
His with a particular scent, I'm at a loss for words. Taking my silence as consent, Touya happily carried me to the bedroom. However, that stack of documents doesn't allow for a long break. With a devilish smile, the political assistant invades, and our brief break has come to an end. He felt a disturbance in the wind and was like, I must make my move again. That guy. It's a lovely life we lead. I'm not comfortable with seeing this room again based on implications from said political assistant. But we've got, like, light in the edges, so maybe this isn't happening, it's a dream or something? My shoulders froze from the sudden sound. I then noticed that my shoulders were not free. There was someone in my lower sights, someone I didn't know. Ugh! Ah! Oh no! Hold on. I'm like trying to remember buttons. How did you live? Someone other than me thinks. They feel regret. While listening to that trembling voice, my consciousness gradually melts into that other person. Oh. They've been stabbed. I knew that, but couldn't say anything. Apologies, denials, screams. Everything that comes out seems to be a lie. Behind that clamor is a quiet, uplifting feeling. Realizing that, I lift my face. While covered in nauseous self-loathings, lustful desires burn in my chest. No. An awkward, contrived denial. The emotions that passed through my mind in the moment I saw the sword. I turned my back to the truth. No, that's wrong! I can't remember what dictionary is. There we go. Bravka, I'm guessing? Bravka. The fire spirit, the younger brother of the flame spirit, Blaze. What are you saying? Starting to wonder if Touya wasn't the one that Naala met at the river, and it was actually like an older brother, and Touya's taken over? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, this looks like Touya, but if they were brothers, I don't know. I don't know who's all involved in this memory.
Damn you, Bravka!
These feelings are a lie, or just the slightest hesitation. If only you weren't around, is what I'd wished for. Mom, I appreciate what you're trying to do with this magic sleeping stone, but I need more context, please. Suddenly, I wake up with the feeling of being chilled with water. When I put my hand on my sweaty forehead, I groaned sideways at the same time. Touya? As I sat up to see if he was feeling bad, I saw Touya sleeping, tightly gripping the covers. I knew that he was moaning in his sleep, and I was relieved that it wasn't something physical. But I was worried because those moans weren't normal. What should I do? He's so tired, so I don't want to wake him. But I couldn't stand seeing him like this, so I shook him. His eyelids, which were closed so tightly that they wrinkled, slowly opened. Are you okay? Seemed like you were going through something rough. Seems like he hasn't fully awakened yet, so his gaze isn't fixed. His quivering hand stretched out and touched my cheek, and I put my hand on top of his. Touya flipped his hand to take my wrist and drew my whole body into him.
Naala. Naala.
He hugs me tightly in his chest. My chest tightened at him calling out for me, not asking for a reply.
I had a terrifying dream.
Shortly after being hugged, I heard a small mutter. The voice was hesitant even to say, so I was at a loss for a moment. But now I'm with you.
Oh.
Can you sleep?
Do you mind if I hold you?
Yes, as much as you want.
Thanks.
I kissed Touya's slightly sweaty forehead. Touya's eyes loosened a bit, and he hugged me even stronger.
Thank you.
Maybe he calmed down, as after a few minutes he felt him sleeping peacefully. Relieved, I buried my face in Touya's chest. May you be visited by the spirit of good sleep. I prayed in my heart and closed my eyes.
I thought we were gonna go right back to the dream.
When I woke up stimulated by the dazzling morning sun, Touya had already disappeared. I wish I had woken up. I had wanted to see him off. I was sad that I couldn't, but Touya was probably thinking of me in his own way. Maybe I'm worried about what happened early in the morning. Come to think of it, I also had a strange dream. Please.
Excuse me. Good morning, Her Majesty.
After giving permission, Uru entered 1 beat later with hot water on a tray. He handed me a bowl, and I began preparing for the morning. I immersed myself in the continuation of my thoughts while watching Uru go about his work in earnest as he always does. It's a strange coincidence that we both had an unpleasant dream. When I remembered, the last angry voice in my dream revived on my eardrum. Bravka.
That's a bad omen for the morning, Her Majesty.
Huh? Uru, frowning at my muttering, approached with my change of clothes. When I asked him what was wrong with my eyes, Uru fluttered his big eyes and asked,
You don't know, and yet you said his name?
What?
About Bravka.
Yeah, so what's with that name? I didn't think the name I heard in my dream really existed. Did I hear it somewhere and remember it? The strange coincidence was creepy, and at the same time I felt chills down my spine.
Bravka is the name of the spirit that supported Nasla in ancient times.
But why is that a bad omen?
Because Bravka became a devil.
A spirit that became a devil? Basically, spirits are considered to be good, and devils are bad temptation, the opposite of spirits. That's why Uru's explanation didn't go unnoticed, and I thought that maybe it was a metaphor for something.
In ancient legend, Bravka is said to have been charmed by the wife of the flame spirit and took her away out of temptation.
The implications of this are worrisome. He took the wife of the flame spirit?
You've never heard of this?
In my country, in Rus, we mostly believed in the moon spirit, so I'm not too familiar with it. There are many spirits set to guide everyone, but the spirits that are most preferred depend on the country or region. In Rus, the moon spirit is generally preferred, and we indulge in our emotions on the night of the full moon. Speaking of, I heard from Auri a long time ago that most people in Nasla believed in the flame spirit. I'm not quite as religious as Auri, so I didn't remember as well. I smiled wryly at my lack of conviction and managed to dig up my memory. Ah, right, so the pattern on Touya's arm is the mark of the flame spirit.
Yes, the successor to the Nasla throne will certainly have that mark engraved.
Oh? Then what kind of spirit was Bravka who supported this country?
The fire spirit.
That's different from flame?
Yes. Bravka is... Excuse me for interrupting your rest. Is Uru there?
Mole, I love you, but now's not the time. I'm getting lore. The explanation is interrupted by Mole's visit. I wanted to know how it continues, but if Mole, Touya's chamberlain, is here, then there might be some urgent matter. Nodding, Uru took a small step towards the door. Mole's face can be seen through the gap in the open door.
Is there something, Mole? This is from Lord Touya, to Her Majesty. Understood. Thank you for your efforts. It seems that you are serving well. Yes. I'm working hard every day, so that I can become a chamberlain like you as quickly as possible. I'll be in trouble if you surpass me.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, good luck.
It was a suppressed voice, but I could hear it properly. For a moment, Mole showed his kind brotherly side, making me smile.
Then I will take my leave. Oh, right. It's good to work hard, but don't overdo it.
Yes, big bro. Mole, please take good care of yourself. You two get along well. Sorry, I was in the middle of explaining. Uru hurried back, and in his hand was a pretty flower with lovely pink petals. Is that from Touya? Yes, I'll put it in the vase. The flower was one that I'd called cute before. I smiled, happy that he remembered such a trivial remark. His Majesty really loves Her Majesty. Huh? What are you talking about? Touya's kind to everyone. No, His Majesty is kind, but... But? I'm worried about what he didn't say. Even urging him, Uru looked down as if choking his voice. Uru? This is just my perception, so it might be different from everyone else. I tilted my head at this strange preface. I furrowed my brow as he continued his puzzling explanation. There used to be a feel about His Majesty that kept people away. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so big-hearted. I think so too, but sometimes, behind all that, I feel like there's something else. Something dark. I see it too, Uru. I see it too. Is that so? Yes. Mole laughed at the idea, so maybe it's just my own personal thought. It's rare for you to say something like that. Wasn't Touya your master before? What I want most now is the happiness of Her Majesty. In other words, he's explained that I'm more important to him than Touya. Nice. The phrasing was very Uru-like. I wonder if there's something to that. Uru is a child who is sensitive to the subtleties of emotions. Maybe he felt something that Mole and I didn't notice. Thanks for your concern. If you're worried about Touya, I'll do my best to support him. I am also here, so please don't try too hard, Her Majesty. That's true. Now go back to the story of Rafka, please. While stroking the cute Chamberlain's head, I remember Touya's face as he was moaning. Oh, what a thing to say. Haha, yep. I felt that Touya's bitterly twisted face was changed the meaning by Uru's words. Oh, that moaning. Okay, from when he was dreaming. Gotcha, okay. I was like, girl? Could we have called it groaning instead of moaning? I think my brain would have connected it better. Oh, what kind of dream was Touya having at that time? It's weird, yeah?
That's right.
When Touya came back at night, I talked about the day's events. Touya would listen attentively and nod. At a break in the story, Touya would smile softly. It never disappeared, so curious, I asked him about it. Was it really that interesting?
Well, yeah, but you're just so cute when you're talking so happily.
The voice saying that it was cute was so sweet that I almost lost all my strength. Recently, I'm often worried that if I'm loved so much, I will really melt. What are you talking about? You must be tired of seeing it.
No matter how much I look at it, I never get tired of looking at you. So much so that I regret the time wasted during sleep. This is a so-called love affair.
Even though this is both-sided?
Yeah. I love you so much that it hurts me.
You gotta stop sweet-talking me.
Why?
It makes me love you so much that it hurts me.
I'm in a lot of trouble right now.
What?
I've got an early day tomorrow, so if I were to take you right now, there wouldn't be enough time. Only a few hours wouldn't be enough to satisfy this wanting.
Oh, let's go to bed. It's bad to overdo it. Since that first night, we've been intimate several times already. Actually, I'm reluctant to force Touya, who is so busy, but it was such a minor concern that I was able to push it aside every time.
You can't say such cute things.
Oh, wait. Touya?
What?
You have to sleep tonight. After all, yesterday well, a lot of things happened, and you barely slept.
A lot of things? We tried a lot of things.
Idiot! Don't make me say it out loud!
My dear Queen, I want to hear your cute sounds tonight as well.
Hey, wait already! At this rate, my concerns will get pushed aside again. I was worried about Touya's health, but as I started to fret...
It's your boy!
Surin, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hi.
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
What? Contrary to his words, the military commander Surin didn't look sorry at all. I had to doubt his nerve to open the door to the king's bedroom without warning, at a time when even the chamberlain was off.
What's the deal with coming this late at night, Surin? You've been preventing me from meeting, so I had to come here at this hour. There's no need to meet. Which ordinarily would be fine, but today we must.
They're childhood friends, but a volatile atmosphere filled the room. The tense air makes me feel uncomfortable.
I got info that Roos is attacking with the help of the Western continent today.
Suddenly I get the illusion that all the lights in the room have gone out. The shock of being hit in the head with a blunt instrument echoed from the heavens. No way! They borrowed the power of the Western continent! Unlike Nasla, which has a lot of exchanges with foreign countries, Roos is mostly isolated, so the information suddenly provided from Surin is unbelievable.
Is the info reliable? It was brought back by one of our spies over there, so it's very credible. The West. Well, that's troublesome.
I'd heard this from Auri once a long time ago. It seems that there are ethnic groups in the West, beyond the sea, that have a culture that is quite different from this one. He said that even if they wouldn't lose in weapon skills, they were inferior in terms of numbers and physical strength. But borrowing power from the West, what will they demand in return? As I was worried, Touya took over the content I'd been concerned about.
Didn't they say that after their victory, they try to divide Nasla's territory into the mountains? They're pretty confident, yeah. If they lose, they could get annihilated. I wonder if there's a reasonable resolution and a chance of victory.
When I was in the residence, I wanted nothing more than for Roos to take action. But now, with research for a cure on the right track, I felt like grinding my teeth. Had they just waited a little longer, we'd find a cure and needless blood wouldn't have to be shed. I wonder if this way of thinking is selfish, though.
That's why I came here with an idea.
His purple eyes, which had been facing Touya up to now, turned to me.
Let's give her up and negotiate.
What?
What did you say?
I gazed at this unexpected proposal, and Touya squinted at this risky suggestion.
Your research is on track, right? With a cure, they might lead to the peace you've been wanting. But now, that's not looking likely. So, you want to return only one woman? Yeah. According to my research, she's the royal sister. In that case, we might be able to persuade the Roos King. No way!
His sharp voice cuts Surin off and roars in the room. It was also an angry voice, very unlike him.
Leave, Surin. If you make any more foolish suggestions, I will lose my patience with you. You'd say that to a childhood friend. Calm down, Touya. You're the king. So, you're telling me to divorce her? I didn't say that. Even if she goes back, if the negotiations are successful, you might be able to marry her again.
Spoken with a sigh, Surin approached me. He stopped a few steps away and gestured towards Touya with his eyes.
Hey, you say something too.
Something?
Tell Touya that you'll convince them. I doubt you want to be in the middle of a conflict with Roos.
It's true that I didn't want either side to shed blood. My home of Roos or Nasla that Touya governed. It's interesting because, Surin being the military commander could be excited at the prospect of another war to show off his prowess, but he's thinking about the country, thinking about his friend, thinking about Naala, and is like, there is an option here to avoid bloodshed, so good on you, Surin. And if the war begins now, research on a cure that has begun to produce results will be suspended. If that happens, we won't be able to save the future of women. I don't want to be unable to fulfill Touya's long-cherished wishes. So I think I would have made my decision anyway, without being prompted by Surin. I turned to Touya to convey my determination.
Don't say it.
Hmm?
I won't hear it. I don't want to. No matter what you say, I won't let you go.
Touya? He restrains me with a stubborn, or should I say, a frosty look. Ever since Surin came here, Touya has been acting strangely.
Hey, even this girl here is trying to make your wish a reality. She is my queen. Mine! I will never let her go!
Hmm? Since Touya and I developed our feelings, I've had no intention of ever leaving him. So it is nice to hear him say he'll never let me go, but... Mine? That's not like him. It's an odd choice of words. He's been hinting, girl. He's been hinting. Confused by this weird vibe, Surin spoke in a remonstrative tone.
I was wondering why you married her. But... I get it. It was you. You wanted her.
Hmm? What are you saying?
Say anything more, and I'll kill you.
Touya! He really did pull out his sword, and yelled. In contrast to my panic, Surin, on the other side of the pointed blade, remained calm.
Remember, Touya. Is this what you wanted to become? Ugh. Leave. I don't feel like hearing any more from you. Yeah, I'm going. But just think about what I said.
Surin turned around and left, raising his hand slightly. I was stunned to see him leaving in the same easygoing manner as when he came. Touya. When I called out to him, Touya looked down deeply. I felt sad because it was like he was refuting everything. Do you think I would betray you? Hey, Touya. I grabbed the hem of his clothes and tugged. After continuing several times, I heard a voice that seemed to be pushed out of the gap between his teeth.
There's nothing.
Nothing?
There's nothing about me that deserves to be loved by you.
What?
I just can't stand the thought of losing you. I'm always in agony like this. So lame. This isn't the man I wanted to be. I wanted to be a strong man, like Surin.
Touya. This is the better line. I want to be with you because it is you.
you can be with such a weak man.
That's fine. No one is only strong. The you who is weak and cries sometimes, the you who works so hard for your dream, these are all you, aren't they?
All me.
Yeah. I don't love you just because you're strong. I love the person in front of me, Touya. All of you. I said so before, right? I've got weak and ugly parts of myself as well, so we're the same.
There is nothing ugly about you.
You feel that way because you love me. And because I love you, I love the parts of you that you hate. Hey, Touya, I love you. I warmed both his cheeks with my palms and put my thoughts into my eyes. Gradually, Touya's eyebrows came closer and his tightly tied lips melted. His trembling hands covered mine.
I am weak. I have no right to be, but I'm still so happy.
No right to be?
I'm not good enough to be loved by you. So I felt it natural that I wouldn't be loved. But when I knew that you truly loved me, I was so happy.
Why do you say you're not good enough? There's only one Touya in the whole world. Touya?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know why he apologized, but I can tell that Touya is suffering from something. The body that hugged me while trembling seemed like it could vanish at any moment, so I put my arm around his back. I love you, Touya. Don't say you're not good enough. Don't say such sad things. I put my hand on Touya's cheek as he silently tears up. I softly kiss away his flowing tears. You really are a crybaby.
Do you hate this kind of guy?
I love his tear-soaked eyelashes. I pressed my lips against his eyelids and forehead with my emotions overflowing. No. I love you. We naturally end up kissing. The taste of tears spread in my mouth, and Touya's heart seemed to melt into it.
I want to consume all of you.
And I want all of Touya. I'd always wanted to hear that sweet voice.